Good afternoon, and welcome to another scandalous version of Diatribes from the voice of doom. Now here's your scurrilous and skeptical host, voice of doom. Hello. I'm clenching my teeth, not just so that they stay in, but I'm getting a little bit angry, and I'll tell you why right now. And I'll also lay bare the entire plot in a conspiracy theory of my own, which every sentient human being should be aware of, if they're not already. And I'll explain why so many people are in denial. And I don't mean in Africa. Now, I watch the Sunday touts because they usually give wrap-ups of the week because nobody works on Sunday. So everything's fine in Ukraine, and the China Sea is all quiet. They're all having Sunday brunch, and they're all enjoying their days off. So the news will talk about what's happened over the week. And what's happened over the week is the truth is starting to seep out, which is against the will of all the powers that be and their acolytes. Now everyone's scampering around, trying to say excuses such as my son would use, trying to gaslight, trying to say, well, I'm not as bad as this person, or we don't know, or we still don't know, or we'll never know. Now, certain portions of Petri Dish's administration, for some reason, have come to the conclusion that this virus, which ravaged the planet, came from a lab. And leaked from a lab. I'll say it came from a lab. I'm not going to say leaked. And I think everybody knew that from the outset. But that information was banned. What happened with the COVID pandemic? They shut down the world. Never been done before, but they did it. Why would they do that? To panic people, to get people in a different frame of mind, to get people to stand 6 feet apart, and to start to really crack down on whatever information is on the internet, that anyone can put down anything. And if you have too much of one opinion, it starts to sway the public. So it was very convenient for the powers that be, even though they've cut themselves off at the knees as far as economies go, to shut down the world. Okay. They made it worse, of course, and now they're probably admitting it. They already knew it. They knew that shutting everybody indoors and putting all these draconian rules on everyone would cause the pandemic to be worse. So they're building a snowball effect of taking a small problem, turning it into a huge disaster, and making it grow of its own volition. Now, why did they do this? It's so very simple. Every sentient being should know it. They did it to administer the serum. The goal was always the serum. Why do you think it came out so fast? Why do you think that Petri Dish got foisted into office instead of Orangey? Because Orangey would have said, wait a minute, let's not go too fast, or if you want to take it, you can take it. That wasn't going to do. What was going to do is, you're going to take it if you're in the military, or if you're in this or in that. You're a federal worker, you're working a place with more than 50 people, make all kinds of rules and OSHA laws and edicts anything under the aegis of the federal government, they were going to get the serum, or they wouldn't be working. It's good coercion, isn't it? I saw all kinds of things in late 2020 that showed me that this was a farce. If it was good for you, people would want it. And if they don't want it, that's their problem. Now, everybody knows all the information they said about everything is wrong. You could still get the virus afterwards. You could still spread it. So, whether you got it or not, it didn't change the dynamics. Except everybody got it, didn't they? Why did they want people to get it so bad? Huh? Tell me why. I think we all know why. Nobody wants to go there. It's the third rail I've been talking about. I've been saying it tacitly for the last year and three quarters of a year. I've been saying it hoping that I could get the point across without being banned. But now we can dispense with that, because now everybody knows or is starting to realize the truth. And so you can say pretty much what you want. Ivermectin, whatever, monoclonal antibodies. I can actually say that. How dare you say that back in 2020? How dare Orangey say there are treatments? How dare any scientist say that there's natural immunity or there's gained immunity from already having it, which is the way it is with all viruses. Now, the deed is done. It's a fait accompli, so people can talk about it now. Why do so many people want to come up with ideas that Dr. Faustus was right all along? They didn't do gain of function. They didn't pay the Wuhan lab to do gain of function out of the coffers of what used to be America. That never happened. It came from a bat. It came from a pangolin. They're going to still cling to that, or else they're going to say, we'll never know. We'll never know because China is stonewalling. Well, if you stonewall, that's your answer, isn't it? If they were innocent, they would want to make it clear that they were innocent. Same with the Nord Stream. Same exact thing. You say nothing, you're saying everything. So it's all tying together. It was all for the serum. However many percentage got it, I'm not going to say anything, because no one's going to want to hear it. But that was the whole goal all along. And this Faustus guy, if there was justice in this mortal coil that we call living on Earth, if there was justice, there would be a class action suit by every living person on what used to be the American continent. Every single person should file a class action suit against Faustus personally and the NIH. Bleed them dry, both of them, all of them. Dr. what the hell his name is with the ukulele. Sue him. Why should they live in luxury now? If everybody knew what they were doing and are doing and will continue to do, suing would be very tame. Letting them live in a tent city. Letting them live in Inner Mongolia, I don't care. But the fact that Faustus is living in luxury after what's happened, and now he's still trying desperately to say, we don't know, but it was probably a wet market. I'm going to stick with my story to the end, which I hope is soon. Now, how else can I expand on the disaster that's befalling us of our own free will that everybody fell for? I can't say much more. I think that was the plan all along, and I kind of got the gist of it in 2020. It was pretty obvious to a sentient human being. They're pushing too hard. Why did they have to push it so hard that they made it obvious? I think that, and if they did want to push it hard, they should have said there was a shortage. Then people would all run out. So they didn't even do that right. They're idiots. And when I say conspiracy theory, I give them a lot of credit because I don't think any of them have the brain capacity to mount any kind of a plot. I don't think they can make it to their own mailbox. So I'm going to leave it there. I think I had a lot more to rant about. The lying. Constant lying. They're all lying sacks of, putrefied excrement. And they better get with it and get to the bottom of it. This time it's not going to be an old platitude. You get to the bottom of this or we'll get to the bottom of you. Because people, the common clay, when they get wind of what's really going on, oh my God, all hell's going to break loose in this used-to-be country. And those people won't be able to leave their fortresses, their enclaves. And they won't be able to afford guards because they should be sued, if not imprisoned. So I'll leave it there. I didn't say a whole hell of a lot. But hopefully everybody's scared out of their wits, as they should be. And enjoy the rest of March. It should be real fun. Gas is going up again. And my microcosm almost had a horrible disaster, which I wheedled out of again because I'm so lucky. But I'll tell you about that on another episode. I gotta calm down. Alright, have a good one. Bye.